Welcome back to Tracking That, a channel where we try to track what liberals are saying but end up not being able to as usual. And in this video, we're going to talk about AOC just being completely triggered that Trump is now in the Bronx and getting more love than she ever will, because Trump's Bronx rally is, right now on track to be one of the biggest rallies. And this is the exact strategy I want Trump to have, to rally not just his supporters, but the types of people that are always forgotten, the inner city crime-ridden areas that are known to vote only for Democrats. It's really showing that they aren't forgotten. And, he understands their situation because he sees how run down it is, and I'm sure they appreciate that he's showing his face there. But anyways, AOC has made these ridiculous comments to reporters in response to him being in the Bronx. Donald Trump is broke. He needs money. He's hosting a rally to try to con people and try to fleece them out of every dollar that they have to fund his own legal fees. And by the way, he's doing it in South Bronx, not to make a point, but because he's got court and the man practically has the legal version of an ankle bracelet around him, and he can't leave the 5 boroughs because he always had to be in court, and so it's truly an embarrassment to him. Yeah, she's just triggered he's getting more love in the Bronx than she is in her own district, her district being Eastern Bronx. But anyways, AOC tweeted today saying, "God is good because it's raining and it might get muddy at the rally." But as someone who's gone to a Trump rally, I went to one in 2015 successfully and went 3 hours early to one in 2018 and couldn't get in because the line was way too long. Like, there was literally zero chance of me getting in. We don't care what the conditions are. It's one of those once in a lifetime experiences, and the energy is something else. Finally being surrounded by only people that love our country and not being worried, to offend people. Luckily, I think the things are going in the right direction. But here's a town hall of AOC in 2022.
Okay? So, I'm looking out for you all. So there's two things. First, federally, when the president's marijuana-related executive...
As you saw, there were more supporters than I thought would show up, but, I guess if you win the Democrat nomination in certain areas, people blindly vote for you, but, obviously there's not too much energy for her other than on Twitter, because she really is the Twitter activist politician, that's what I'd call her. AOC is the perfect example of why making alcoholic drinks for people doesn't transfer over well to Congress. If those of you didn't know, AOC was a bartender before coming to Congress. That was her main profession. If you, look her up, previous jobs up on Google, it attempts to overhype her and then drops the bomb that she was a bartender. And honestly, as far as jobs are concerned at this point, in our life, I don't care what previous experience you've had as long as you're a common sense, reasonable person, because my goodness, sometimes that's just too hard to ask for now. Unfortunately, though, being a congresswoman is a job where it doesn't matter if you don't know what you're talking about. You can easily convince the types of people that feel they're a victim of today's society and that they are actually a victim by saying, no, it's not your lack of experience that's not getting you anywhere in life. It's your gender or race. They'll nod their head and, be misguided their whole life and be a professional complainer. And also, by the way, climate change is today's biggest threat. We need to save the world. But these are the types of people AOC is able to convince to vote for her. Some notable accomplishments, or should I say inconveniences of AOC, include the Green New Deal, which bans oil. And if you know the products that are in oil, well, there's thousands. It's not just for energy. And funny side note, oil is actually used to make batteries in electric cars, and just batteries in general, but that's beside the point. But anyways, guys, that's the rant that I have today. Right now, the Bronx is turning into MAGA country, and I'm really excited about that.